All right, so we are going to look into how to assign breakout rooms using a Chromebook. So as many of you realize, we are somewhat limited on a Chromebook with what we have access to, and breakout rooms is one of them. So you can absolutely still use breakout rooms, and I'm going to show you how you're going to do that and also what you're missing here. So when I open up breakout rooms, I've got 4 participants in my meeting, and these, you can see that they are already assigned to 2 breakout rooms. Normally there's going to be, when you get your laptop, another button right here that says options. And when you click on that, you then have the option to set how long you want the breakout room to last. And you have the option to set a countdown for when the breakout room ends. So you might say you want each breakout room to last for 5 minutes, and you want there to be a 60-second countdown when it's time to return to the main session. That button is missing from my Chromebook. But I'm just going to go back in here real quick to recreate, because this is what it's going to look like. The first time that you hit that breakout room button, you have the option to assign your participants. I have 4 participants in this meeting. So it's telling me I can assign 4 participants into, and I get to select how many breakout rooms I want. So in this case, I had assigned these guys into 2 breakout rooms. It's going to tell me, it's going to do the math for me, how many participants would be in each room. So in this case, I've got 4 participants in 2 breakout rooms. So I've got 2 into each room. And I just click automatically. You can do manually if you want to assign them yourself. And then you're going to recreate the rooms. And now they've broken them up for me. So let's say I'm looking at this and I manually did it, and I see that I've got Stacy B and Sue Holman, and I know that they don't work very well together. So at first glance, I can decide that I'm going to exchange Sue Holman with Sarah Joe. So you can see that just flip-flops those 2. And if I'm satisfied with the breakout rooms, then I can go ahead and open all rooms. But just for before we move on, I want to show you how you can rename the breakout room if you want. So if you're doing it based on reading groups, you could actually call the group red group. And then I can rename this one. I can call it green group. And sometimes that's a little bit easier than for you to be able to identify the groups. You can certainly keep it breakout room 1, breakout room 2 if you want to. The other thing I want to show you is that if I wanted to move somebody to a different breakout room, another option is if I don't want to just exchange them with somebody else, but if I know I want to move, say, Sarah Joe into red group, I can click that, move to red group, and it's going to move her into there. So going back to recreate, I just want to show you what it would have looked like if I put my 4 participants into 3 rooms. Now it's going to show me that I've got 1 to 2 participants per room. I can recreate that. Now you can see I've got 3 breakout rooms. Again, the default is just to call it breakout room 1, breakout room 2, breakout room 3. Now I've got 2, 1, and 1. And I can do the same thing though. I can move, OJ Mimosa. I can move him down into breakout room 3. So I can play around with that. Once I open all rooms, then that's going to send the invitation to my participants to join the breakout room. So right now, as I'm manipulating all this, they don't know where they're at yet. I also have the option to add a room if I wanted to. I can add as many rooms as I want. And then I can assign people to that breakout room, or I can just move somebody to one of those breakout rooms. And at this point, I'm going to open all the rooms. And my participants have now gotten a notification to join. And on my screen, I'll start to be able to see when they've joined. I can see them starting to populate. I see that Sue Holman has joined. I can see that Sarah Joe has joined. I see that OJ Mimosa has joined. And right now I see that Stacy B has not joined. So as the host, I might send her a quick message. Oh, there she is. Okay, perfect. Good. So everybody's in their breakout room. And I have a couple options here. I can just hang out in the main session. I'm all by myself in here right now. Or, and this is probably what you're going to want to do as a teacher, I can join any one of these rooms. And so I would recommend popping in between as many of them as